Hello, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to break down some iconic scenes from a very iconic movie. There are those movies out there that are just so good. It's not, have you seen this movie? It's, how many times have you seen this movie?
Give in to the dark side of the Force, you knob.
He saw Jedi 17 times, eh?
Now that has always been the case in my life for the movie Tombstone. Now I'm finding out in this day and age, I'm kind of not always right. Sometimes people, it's not how many times, it's if. Some people haven't seen the movie Tombstone. If you have not seen the movie Tombstone, go watch the movie Tombstone. I can't cover everything in the movie Tombstone in this video. There's just too much. But I will cover a couple of scenes and show you how to do a couple of tricks from the movie. Val Kilmer, in my opinion, was never so great as he was as Doc Holliday in Tombstone. Now, a close second might be his character in the movie Real Genius.
You are Chris Knight, aren't you?
I hope so. I'm wearing his underwear.
Tombstone, also with Val Kilmer, has the most quotable lines ever, especially for a specific character. In light of Val's recent passing, this was probably one of the best responses I saw online, and I have to agree. So let's touch base on Val's performance in the gunfight at the OK Corral. Doc Holliday comes in with the shotgun. Classic, does the wink, gets the guy to pull his gun.
Oh my God.
And there's some debate, did Val shoot 3 shots from a double barrel shotgun? And if you look closely, one of the 3 shots is actually just a different view of the same shot that was before it. There's a lot going on in this gunfight that's just awesome. Val fanning the gun, running and shooting in the window blindly.
I got you now, you son of a...
Your daisy if you do.
So as an armorer, and maybe just a gun geek, watching closely Val Kilmer when he runs dry with his gun, right? So he gets to a point, pow, pow, and then pulls one of these, and nothing happens. He's empty. Having witnessed a lot of filming of gunfights, you have a million pieces you have to stitch together in the editing room. And when there's little mistakes that happen just in the midst of the fake gun battle, you might leave some of them in there as happy accidents. For instance, the last little short film I did, 12 gauge trombone, go check it out. But I had a jam with the shotgun, and so I cleared the shell, and I thought, that's cool, I'll leave it in there. In fact, when I moved camera to a different position, I mimicked the second half of that jam so that I continued the action from that point, because it was just realistically part of a gun battle. And I wonder if Val Kilmer was shooting blank after blank, and as a good actor with faking recoil, because blanks don't give you recoil, you have to do this yourself, right? So when you drop the hammer, you got to bring the muzzle up to simulate, right? And then he was out of ammo and still did that. And it almost looks like for a split second he looks down at the gun as if it should have gone off, or he was acting as if he's like, oh no, I'm out, as he also should have. I don't know. But if his character was looking down at his gun as if, oh, I guess I'm out of ammo, then realistically his gun should have done this. And then him look down, oh, I'm out. But for him to kick it and then be like, oh, I'm out, then why did you kick it? Nobody does that. The recoil from shooting out a live projectile is what does that. So do I love it? Yes. It's like Doc Holliday knows he's empty. He's got swagger. He's going to joke in the middle of a gunfight as his character would, because he just don't care. And so he does one of those, could have gotcha, you know, in a flip of the gun, pretending to shoot it because he knows he's empty. But I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments. Another favorite scene of mine, Doc Holliday coming out on the boardwalk. He's coming out because Wyatt Earp's out there threatening to turn some guy's head into a canoe, right? So his buddy's in trouble, but Doc Holliday has his 6. You know, he's got his back, so he's going to come out and help his buddy. And he comes out, he sees Billy Clanton out there as a threat.
And you, music lover, you're next.
Drunk piano player. You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you're probably seeing double.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
amazing moment in cinema history. So, difficult move that Doc is about to pull off here. He says, I've got 2 guns, 1 for each of you, and he twirls them different directions and brings the hammers back like so, with the cup in his hand. Now, it's a little sloppy in the movie, as it should be, right? Because he's a little inebriated, but to still pull off spins in different directions and bringing those hammers back, great scene. So, you want to learn to do that, okay? Make sure your guns are very unloaded, or use fake guns, okay? But unloaded, 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 and check, 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 check. Don't point them at anybody. Do it in the privacy of your home. Maybe over a mattress or something in case you drop the guns. When you learn to twirl the guns, you got to learn that forward spin and the backward spin, right? So as that muzzle falls, take your finger and do a little twirl with it in a little circle to bring it down. So the muzzle hits the bottom, then we're going to bring it back around. So you go around once, and then you can go backwards with the muzzle, let it fall. Backwards, let it fall, and as it falls, you're doing a little bit of this in the opposite direction. So learn your forward single spin, backward single spin. It's good to keep your thumb here versus finding it at rest here, because if you keep it here, you can always end the spin with bringing the hammer back. So around and bring the hammer back, around this way, bring the hammer back, right? Then learn that with the left hand, forward, backward, backward. Then you can start doing forward and a backward, forward and a backward. And after enough times, you can sort of ride the coattails of the spin before it. And then you start doing it at the same time. Then you start going around and you can bring the hammers back. 2 guns, 1 for each of you. Woo! All right. There was a great article that came out a while back interviewing Kurt Russell and his work on Tombstone, helping to hold it together after the first director was pulled off, and all the chaos that eventually turned out this amazing product. And in the midst of the chaos, they filmed so many other bylines and tangents. He says it could have been like The Godfather, and that a lot of that stuff is already shot, but it's in the can on reels that we'll never see it. He says it's all sitting in his garage. I'm thinking time to make an extended cut. We'll all go back to the movies. However, as frustrating as it is that all it's tucked away, I managed to procure one scene, an alternate scene to this 2 guns, 1 for each of you scene. Now, in this alternate take, Doc Holliday is coming from a his character's coming from a different motivation, and one of, I don't know, anger and the urge to sit on people.
And you, music lover, I'm gonna sit on you next.
It's the drunk piano player. You're so drunk, you couldn't sit on nothing. In fact, you're probably seeing double.
I've got 2 buns, 1 for each of ya.